Hello YouTube, Jared Spalding here, and today I'll be talking about something a little bit different from my channel, and that is how low gas prices have recently been. Alright, so I'm no expert on gas prices or that kind of stuff. I know a lot more about precious metal prices than I do about the price of gasoline, because I'm not investing in gas. But I figured that this was almost necessary to talk about after I saw at, I believe, an Exxon gas station when I passed by it. The gas prices per gallon for regular gas were like $2.31 per gallon, and I remember maybe a year ago when they were over $4 a gallon. So this really made me wonder why. I did a little bit of research, and I guess it's really because of just a lot of gas has been getting discovered. But I think there's another reason why gas prices are becoming lower that many people would probably agree with, and that is because of electric cars. Now, they're not dominating the way that gasoline cars are in the automobile industry. However, they are starting to leave a little bit of an impact. I doubt that even 10% of cars being manufactured are electric, but you gotta remember, whatever percent there is, that's less. There could be millions of cars out there that are electric that people are driving around, so now they don't have to buy gasoline. That means that the demand is really becoming a little bit lower, and that combined with the fact that a lot of gasoline has been getting mined recently, I suppose, or I don't even think it's gasoline. I think it's oil or natural gas has turned into gasoline, petroleum, whatever you want to call it. A lot of it's been getting mined and it's becoming very abundant. Now, what kind of impact has this had? Well, for the gas stations, I'm sure this is having a negative impact. Now, luckily for them, most of them are considered the super gas stations, which also have a convenience store, and those prices aren't going down anytime soon. So they are still making money off of that, and they are still making money off of gasoline, because if it's going down to an abundance, that means that they have more also. They're being able to mine more, and they're still going to be making, a similar amount of money. Now, what can we see in the next 10 years, though? That's the real question. In 10 years, you can probably expect 50% or more cars to be electric. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but maybe not. Because, think about it. They're already building things on the roads, like little, I guess they're you call them recharge stations or whatever, or when you drive over them, they recharge your engine or your battery or whatever they're designed to recharge, because electric cars can be recharged very easily, and they figure if people are driving around, they'd rather have their car being recharged as they're driving around than when they get home they have to plug it into the garage. Now, this combined with the fact that they're a lot cheaper in the long run, they are becoming cheaper to buy in the short term because they're becoming more of a regular thing, and of course the fact that you don't have to pay for gasoline, that's really going to make them more desirable to middle class families, or maybe even more, unfortunate people that, I guess they have enough money to afford a car or whatever. Gasoline cars will probably become very cheap after this, though, if the electric cars dominate, because they're not going to be very desirable. So they maybe appeal more to lower class families, but for the majority, we can really expect to see a huge jump in people with electric cars. Now this is going to have a huge impact on the gasoline market. It's going to make them, probably convert over to electricity stations instead of gas stations, which you can actually already see in a little bit of areas, some smaller areas where you can stop your car and recharge it. Although that's not very common to see, they do exist. And they will always try to make money off of this, so they're probably not going to go bankrupt, at least not all of them. But maybe before they can convert over, a bigger company will automatically start putting out electricity stations and cause all the gas stations to go bankrupt. Or maybe gas will still be sold in 100 years from now. Although with pollution problems and people trying to get rid of the pollution, I sincerely doubt that we're going to see many cars like this in the United States, at least in major cities. And probably try to get rid of as many as we can. Of course, you can't take away somebody's freedom. That's unconstitutional, by making them buy a different car. But then again, many laws have been passed that are unconstitutional. Now, tell me in the comment section below what experience you've had with these low gasoline prices, if you do drive, how they've been helping you, or just what you've noticed about them, any information that you thought I should have included in this video, so other people will become more informed. And with that, I'd like to say thanks for watching, peace, love, and much respect.